Oh, hey, didn't notice you there. I'm Dizzy Hips, just cleaning up a little bit. I bet you're here for a lesson. Well, you've come to the right place. We're going to do some hula hoop lessons today. I'm got my hula hoop on, and what we're going to do is learn how to hula hoop while balancing objects. So, lesson number one, how to balance it. Well, lesson number one is how to hula hoop, but you'll have to go back to the how to hula hoop lesson for that one if you don't already know how to hula hoop. So lesson number two is how to balance an object on your body. So the first thing to do is start with a tall object. I'm just getting down low so that in the camera you can see me and the top of this. Right? What I have here is a little moppy thing, and I'm going to try and balance it using my finger first. And what I'm looking at is just any point on the top. I'm going to look at the little hinge there, and I'm going to put the bottom of it on one point in my finger. It does not help to have any bigger surface. You want to have the most control, so you want to have point to point. Okay? When it falls back, I go back. When it goes forward, I go forward. So tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. And then eventually, you won't have to move that much. It is very hard to look. If you're really good, you can even look at something else while you do this. But, anyway, so that's the first thing to do. The next thing to do is to bring it up to the chin. Now I'm going to get down onto my knees to demonstrate that so that you can see it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pointiest part on my chin. You can do this with a broom or a stick, not too sharp a stick. And you're basically just going to put it on your chin and do the same tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock kind of motion until you get the hang of it, and then you should be able to just stand there or sit there or kneel there without any movement. Now once you're ready, and if you can do that, you're ready. It's a great way to find out if you have any change in your pocket. Then you're ready to go down to a smaller item. So, bigger items, of course, are easier. Smaller items are harder. So the next item you might try is just a stick. Even longer than this would be even easier. I'm going to go back to my chin and practice with a stick. You can also try the nose. Now, even though it doesn't look like it, I'm only doing it on one point. I'm not trying to, this is not like balancing a book on your head where you just try to find a flat spot and then walk steady. You're trying to control it. Object balance is about control, not just trying to keep it from slipping off. So I'm putting just the edge on my nose, and then I control it back and forth in little tiny movements. And then after you've done that, you can move to a toothbrush. That will be your final goal, or even smaller. You can also try the hula hoop. This is the easier way and harder way. Okay. And then the kiss. You're going to roll it right down your nose by tilting your head back. Alright, so then smaller object, you just have to move really, really quickly. Tiny little movements. So that's how to do that. Okay, now let's do specifically how to object balance a hula hoop on your head. Okay, so this is one that I do in my show, and I usually go on the forehead like this. And this is a little bit harder to learn than on the chin. So I recommend people start on the chin. Try to control it. So do just like with a tall object, a tick-tock motion. It goes forward, you go forward to get under it. It goes back, you go back to get under it. This is actually an ab workout. You're resting on your abs, keeping your back straight, your butt tight, your buttocks really tight. Alright, so we're going to learn how to object balance a hula hoop. And I'm Dizzy Hips, and I'm Dizzy Hips. This is how to object balance a hula hoop. Okay, if you've ever seen my show, this is what I do. I balance it on the forehead. Okay? And you might see me do a little trick like that, or like that. Okay, you might see me do that trick, or that trick, or I have seen me do this trick. So here's some tricks you can do with it. Alright, so how to object balance a hula hoop. Alright, first thing you do, get a hula hoop and find a spot to look at the top of the hoop. I'm going to look at, probably that orange spot right there. And I'm going to put my finger underneath, single point, a control point. You don't want it won't help you to do flat. It's not like you're just trying to keep it from falling. You're actually trying to control it. So I'm going to look right here and move it this way or this way, that way or that way. Okay? If you grew up playing soccer, it's sometimes even easier to do it on your toe. That was easier for me to learn. Alright. You can practice bringing it up or bringing yourself down. And then the next step is to put it on your face. But actually, I think the easiest part on your face is to do it on your chin. Now I'm still looking up at the top. It's on my chin. I'm looking up at the top to control it. Believe it or not, this is an ab workout. The proper stance is to turn your feet out a little bit and tuck your butt under, just like in ballet class. The head goes up high, chest is up, your whole torso is pulled up to the sky. And when you lean back, most of it is done resting on your abs rather than cranking your neck back and forth. Although there is a little bit of that as well, especially when you're beginning. But a surprising amount is done with your abs. See that? I'm not moving my head all that much. Then try to go down to your knees. But, and this. And even laying down. touch, it counts. Okay, now it's a little bit harder to do it on your nose or your chin, your forehead. But if I do it on my nose, I do it right where the bone meets the cartilage. Or at the end of the bone there. Okay, so same thing. When I go down to my knees, I drop one knee back slowly, then the other knee, and then I turn one knee out like this. And then I tuck the foot under like side sitting. And sweep my legs around till they're in front of me. Get my arms in position to support. And then I try and go down. Whoops, I'm brushing the curtain. A little more challenging is to hold everything up. And you can do the same thing on the forehead like this. So it's still tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. But when you move to the side, there's more reaction because you have this much of an edge, and when you move back and forth, there's a rolling motion, so there's slightly different feel. Front and back versus side to side. It's a different feel, so that's what makes hoops harder than like juggling clubs or brooms or something like that. But of course, the bigger